Hello everyone, and welcome to Angel Healing House, and welcome to Walk In Angel Ariel's weekly wisdom for the upcoming week of February 13th through February 19th, 2021. My name is Claire Candy Hoff. My name is also Angel Ariel, as I had an angelic walk-in experience on January 11th of 2003. I'd like to welcome back my wonderful subscribers. Thank you for liking and sharing, and subscribers. If you are new to the Claire Candy Hoff channel here on YouTube, let me tell you a little bit about myself. For the past almost 20 years through my business, full-time business, Angel Healing House, healing practice, I'm a Reiki master teacher, having taught hundreds and hundreds of Reiki practitioners around the world, either here in my Santa Monica office or online. I'm an intuitive counselor. I'm a channel, a psychic, clairvoyant, tarot card reader, spiritual teacher, and I help my clients gain clarity, direction, peace, more self-love, and really experience more fulfillment of joy in their lives. I'm also the author of several #1 Amazon International best-selling books, including a book about my angelic walk-in experience, which is entitled I Am an Angelic Walk-In, the autobiography of Angel Ariel. Now, speaking of helping my Angel Healing House clients, I received this wonderful testimonial from a dear client in Scotland who wrote, I started my sessions with Claire Candy, Angel Ariel, in November of 2021, and I never knew the right words to put in a testimonial. I wanted to wait until I could find the perfect way to say thank you, and how she has helped me keep fighting and know my self-worth. I realize there are no perfect words. These sessions and Claire's kindness has touched me beyond anything I ever thought possible. I feel the love and love Claire dearly for all her help. I highly recommend these sessions from a beautiful light that is Claire Candy Hoff, Angel Ariel, and that comes from Leanne in Glasgow, Scotland. If you'd like to find out more about my services and, of course, my award-winning books, please do visit the Angel Healing House website, which is angelhealinghouse.com, or you can always phone 831-277-3716, and do remember that's Pacific Standard Time. So, as we go into this midpoint of February 2022, let's start as we do even every week, without looking at any oracle cards, to look in the astrological heavens to see what energies from the planets will be affecting us this week. Now, as we approach the midpoint of February, the planet of communication, which is Mercury, started to station direct. It started to move out of retrograde on February the 3rd, and it only has one more week to complete its post-shadow phase. Now, this will cause many in the conscious collective to start to feel a little more sense of freedom and liberation when it comes to experiencing movement in our lives. And I know many out there are saying, hallelujah. And whether we celebrate or even take any notice of Valentine's Day on the 14th, the feelings and energies of liberation and freedom will feel like a wonderful gift the further we move into February. In addition to many planets which are now moving forward, we will have a double whammy of joyous, liberating energies on February the 16th, as there will be a full moon in Leo, as well as a Venus-Mars conjunction. Now, the light of this Leo full moon is reminding us to play, to have fun, to find joy in life just the way life is in this very moment, without waiting for anything to change in our lives in order for us to experience joy. The Posse of Angels, this is my angelic family I am part of, we're sharing that life can only be experienced in the present moment, and if we're always waiting for something to happen in order for us to be joyful, then life and joy will pass us by. It does remind me of chasing the elusive butterfly and never quite being able to catch it. And then when we sit quietly and we allow ourselves to just be, then the butterfly or joy will come and sit with us. The posse of angels is reminding us that they know how hard and arduous a journey it has been, and that we're very excited to start and step onto our new path. But what is destined to be ours can never be taken away. Please know that, and it will be presented to us in the most divine way and in the most divine timing. So we do have nothing to worry about, and we certainly have nothing to stress over. They're encouraging us to find the lightness in our lives and the joy in every day, in every moment. To help us increase our joy during this full moon is a wonderful Venus and Mars conjunction, bringing us a positive omen to find the balance in our lives. Now, Mars, or masculine energy, is needed to drive us forward to action, to be assertive. But if there's too much Mars energy, we can make impulsive, headstrong decisions. And Venus energy is soft and emotional, receptive and intuitive. But if we have too much Venusian energy, we might find it difficult to make our decisions or to take action. Now, this coming together of both Venus and Mars, it's helping us to bring balance and harmony into our lives. To, yes, tune into our intuition, but at the same time, allow ourselves to take action on our intuition. Now, to continue the theme of love and relationships this February 2022, on my Angel Healing House blog talk radio show, we've decided to use this month of February, because it has Valentine's Day in it, to center on love. And the Posse of Angels and I have entitled today's program, A Lifelong Love Affair with Yourself. So with Valentine's Day only a few days away, I thought I would check in with my angelic family, the Posse of Angels, and ask them, what do they think of this holiday? And they are amused with the whole Valentine's Day thing. They asked me, why don't humans have a National Breathing Day? And why isn't there a National Beating of the Heart Day? Well, both of these things, breathing and our heart beating like love, they happen naturally. Most of the time they occur without us even realizing it. I guess their point is that to love and to be loved is a natural thing that all human beings have, and that we can have love in our lives in any second that we choose, just by choosing to put our focus on love. But most of the time, many people are so dead set on preaching to the universe how love is supposed to be in our lives that we diminish and we close off the possibilities of how and when we can experience love. If we buy into the Valentine's Day vision of love, perpetuated by the greeting card companies, the chocolate makers, the florists, and the jewelers, we can get pretty caught up in a very commercialized form of love that is built around conditions and expectations. For instance, some of these conditions might have us thinking that, oh, my partner loves me if he buys me flowers. Or, if he really loves me, he'll buy me flowers and a diamond ring. Or, oh my gosh, if he really truly loves me the most, he will buy me flowers, a diamond ring, a new Ferrari, and a villa in the south of France. Well, the whole point is that once we start to play this game, it's difficult to know where to stop. You might be chuckling to yourself, but there was a time in my life that I knew some of these people who were just like this. They were so caught up in climbing the social ladder of who could acquire the most that they were materially blinded to anything remotely associated with feeling abundant, feeling rich and wealthy by connecting to their free emotion of love inside. Appropriating a single day to show love is so insanely ludicrous because at the most profound depth of who we are as human beings is the fact that we are love. And this occurs in every single second, not just on one day. In fact, we are so inextricably linked with God's love that even if we do not think that we are love, this connection of divine love always exists underneath any false premise that we choose to perpetuate. And if love is dormant and asleep within us, love can be reawakened in the very blink of an eye. And counter to what all the great romance novels and romantic movies have shown us, love does not happen because of who we are with. Love happens because of who we are. We are born and created in the reflection of Creator God Source's love, and therefore we are love. But love can only happen with our permission. Many times we deny that we are love because we are replaying just old programs of taking to heart someone else's words that caused us to feel not worthy or not deserving, or like we somehow didn't measure up to being loved. But deep within, underneath any negative belief system, regardless of what we've done and what we have or have not received, the angels want to remind us that we are more beautiful, more powerful, and more magnificent than we ever could possibly imagine. Now, just for the record, the posse of angels and I want to remind you that you are a child of Creator God Source. You are cherished, adored, and loved, not only on a specific day, but in every single second of every single day, month, and year since you were born and before you were born. This love is not dependent on what you are given, what you own, what you drive, what you wear, or if you even produce, achieve, or even create anything. This love is indisputable, it's unconditional, it's constant, and it is unwavering. And when we allow ourselves to fully comprehend the blessing of Creator God Source's love for us, we begin to realize how extraordinarily fortunate we truly are. Now remember that two of the highest forms of energetic frequency when it comes to manifestation are contained within the emotions of gratitude and appreciation, which allows us to easily manifest as this frequency is aligned with the energy of the universe. Now, if your life is not representative of these words, it's because you have forgotten who you are and are allowing external expectations and conditions to dictate how and if you are to be loved at all. Actually, the hardest I have ever seen the angels weep is for those clients who have completely forgotten who they are, as they are denying their divine love within. Because when we forget who we are, we stop loving ourselves and stop seeing ourselves as having any importance. And once we stop acknowledging our importance, we then begin to seek and find our identity in other people and things outside of ourselves. This sets us up on a perpetual cycle of giving our power away. And because we know unconsciously that we are love, and the illusion of not being loved hurts us, it goes so against our divine eternal natures. It hurts us so terribly, there are many who escape into substance abuse and distract themselves with addictions to hide from the perpetuate of this deep and painful self-inflicted illusion of not being loved. For almost 20 years through my business, Angel Healing House, I've lost count of all the clients who have gone through relationship breakdowns who said that they need their ex back in order to feel loved, as they feel so empty without them. Well, the clients are rightfully empty, as most of their relationships were codependent, and they did very little to nurture and nourish their own self-worth and their love inside. Once their partner leaves them, they fall pretty heavily, as they have been leaning on the other person for their sense of love. Now, one of the greatest ways that I find to keep reminding me about love of self is by honoring and respecting who I am. I do this by honoring and encouraging my unique gifts and talents. You know, there might be others out there with similar gifts, but there never has been another me with my own unique set of fingerprints, and nobody does things quite in the same way that I do. This reminds me of when I channeled my beloved book, Angels of Faith. I could have said, well, why write another book? There's already been lots of books written about angels. But I knew in my heart that there never has been, there never is, and there never will be another book written with the same energies and intention that mine was written with. Now, once we allow this feeling of uniqueness to permeate through us, we begin to value our contribution to ourselves, to others, and to the planet. We begin to see ourselves as an integral part of life, and we find joy in making ourselves a priority, not at the expense of anyone else's, but we begin to see that our dreams and our desires are just as significant as any others, and that they have every right to be nurtured and nourished. So everyone, do remember on this upcoming Valentine's Day, or truly on any other day of the year, if you are disappointed in love, ask yourself, where in your life can you put more focus and attention on the creation of your importance? Perhaps you could write that book that you have inside of yourself. Perhaps you can dare yourself to switch to a more honoring and nourishing creative job, or even start your own business. Honor your gifts and talents, and then share them with the world, because the gift is in the giving. And if you wake up on Valentine's Day and you do not find your new Ferrari parked in your garage, or your breakfast tray does not come with 2 plane tickets to your villa in the south of France, remember that love is not something that you are given or have to search for. Love is something that you are already. Remember that by having a lifelong love affair with yourself, it will constantly bring you the richest fulfillment from the inside out. Now, let's go to the cards. There's several decks that the Posse of Angels had me use today, and I kept hearing over and over while I was shuffling the cards, you have done all the hard work. Now is the time to soften, to receive all that you deserve, and allow spirit to bring you the next step forward with ease and grace. Allow yourself to be led through trust, your instinct, and your intuition. Now, the first cards that they had me choose from is from a little deck which I discovered. Where is it? It's hiding. This little deck is hiding. There it is. It's so small, it's hiding. My husband Pete and myself just returned from a wonderful 4-day recharge and re-energizing the battery to beautiful Sedona, Arizona. Oh my gosh, it's such a beautiful healing place. These cards entered into my life, and it's Alana Fairchild's Mother Mary Oracle. Beautiful. And they said the theme of today, with trust and intuition, is about the divine feminine in each one of us. It's the softness, it's the yielding, it's the receptive nature, and the receiving. We have done the hard work. Now is the time for us to let go and surrender to the way that Spirit wants to bring in the fulfillment of our wishes into our lives. And the first card that came out was this beautiful card here. These are from the Mother Mary deck, and it's Our Lady of Divine Direction. And it's the quickest, it says, the quickest way to a destination is not always the most obvious or direct route. Obstacles can help build trust, discrimination, self-belief, and courage. However, when those qualities are sufficiently developed within one's heart, it is more efficient and joyful to make swifter progress on the path, sidestepping obstructions altogether. Let go of how you think things are going to happen. Place your trust in Our Lady's direction. Yet again, the word trust comes up because this is this deep knowing inside of us that we are in a co-creative dance with Spirit, and we've done the hard work. We actioned what we needed to action, what Spirit asked of us. Now it's the receptivity and placing our trust in Our Ladies, in the Divine Feminine's direction. The next card from this beautiful Mother Mary deck is this one. Our Lady with the moon at her feet. There can be suffering in recognizing what lights up your heart and then doubting whether it is possible to manifest it. Our Lady knows what will help you break through spiritual inertia, freeing yourself into fulfillment. That which seems impossible to change shall become overcome, but not through force, not through pushing, not through power, but through perseverance, trust, and devotion. Believe in her, which means believe in yourself, in your intuition, what that inner heart is telling you. She believes in you. Believe in yourself, in your co-creative dance with Spirit, and all shall fall into place. 2 cards came out about trusting our intuition. You have done the best work you possibly could have done. Under the circumstances, there was not anything else that you could have done. Please give yourself credit that you've done an extraordinary job, and it's now time to open and receive. Now, along with this theme of softness, I went to this deck, The Divine Feminine by Megan Watterson. And this card that came out was the Daikini. The Daikini card is the enlightened feminine. My gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. Now, how many times are we being hit over the head with that word trust and the word intuition? The Daikini means that the task that you wish in your heart will be accomplished. And whatever you're currently working on, maybe it's a project, maybe it's an answer, or maybe it's the next step, which you will be divinely shown. But she will help you see through to the other side. She is the embodiment of that feminine intuition, and she certainly is not bound by the usual or the expected. She will allow you to come up with the unthinkable, the most imaginative and the most brilliant outcome possible, whether that's an idea that comes to you, whether that's meeting and bringing somebody from your soul tribe to you who wants to support you in what you're doing. Ask yourself, what is my intuition telling me in the moment? And your gut instinct is wise beyond any reason, says the Daikini. I trust my intuition to guide me. That is the 3rd card that has come out about trust. Let's go to the hidden oracle, the oracle of the hidden worlds. And for like the 3rd or 4th, I don't know, I've lost count, about this card coming out. It seems to be coming out over and over and over again, which means it's an 11th card, it's a master number, it's Skyfire, and it's new information is coming in for each and every one of us. That's why we need to be so centered on our intuitions now. This could perhaps be a literal new spirit guide coming in for us, or it's just a greater awareness of what our intuition is telling us. But it is telling us what to do in these times of great change. The information will be shared with us, and because it's going to be coming through our intuition and our instinct, it will be clear, it will be profound, and it is there to be trusted. It will arise soon, and the messages will begin to flow in. This is to do with our part, the part that we are going to play in this new era of light on the planet. This part can lead to beauty and new abilities, and then putting them to use in the world to be of service to Creator God Source that has always been here and will always be here. So they need us to listen, to watch, to be in wonder. For there now comes to us these messages for how each and every one of us, conscious and awakened, will take action to walk the new earth. Very profound message, this Skyfire. And it says messages, channeling, and excuse me, information. And it is coming in. All we need to do is trust, excuse me, and connect with our intuition. And the next card is this beautiful card. It's the card of resurrection. It reminds me of the cities of light. Excuse me, everyone. It reminds me of the cities of light being reborn on the planet. And it is a card of comeback, rebirth, and renewal. And it's you're about to make a comeback after a difficult time. And yes, the last 2 years have been very difficult. All has been prepared for you. And you have work to do in this lifetime, good work, sacred work, loving work. It's a time to begin again and feel the shimmering possibilities all around you. For there will be moments of serendipity, magic, miracles, and synchronicity where you will follow your intuitional prompts you receive from those who have watched over you in spirit. The divine has watched over you and helped recreate you up until now. Up until now, you are reborn within the same life, seeming to be the same person, but so very much more that you have felt before. The soul contracts have been recreated, you've been freed, and there is now coming a new realization that the wholeness and the beauty you have so long searched for have been inside you all along. So, yet another card about trusting our intuition. Some other new cards that I picked up in lovely Sedona, Arizona were these cards here. They're so sweet. They are the Angel Kindness cards, and they're by Teresa Kogut. And this card came out first of all. Love is patient. Love is kind. And it says, live by faith, not by fear. Know in your heart and soul that God gave you the ability and the courage to carry out great plans. A card of faith, a card of trust. All you need to do is tap into your intuition. And then this one came out. Aren't those angels so sweet? And it says you were born with a purpose that is unique, especially to you. Only you can carry it out. So be you. Trust God and believe in yourself. So many millions of things had to occur in order for you to be right here and right now. You're in the perfect place to be able to then action your special purpose and just keep opening up to your trust, your trust in your intuition, and you will not be led astray. To ground all this energy, all this beautiful divine energy, I went to very grounding cards, the Sacred Forest Oracle, and that one is by lovely Denise Lynn. And this card came flying out of the deck, and it's the card of trust. Crystal cave. Now, in so many times, the cave represents going into the womb, going in, going within to hear our intuition, go within to connect with our instinct. The appearance of this card and message is to believe in your intuition. Now, how many times are we being hit over the head in this reading by trust and faith and intuition? You're exactly where you need to be, but do remember, trust is the foundation of the ability to manifest. We must be, everything was created because someone believed that it was possible. And whatever receives your care and your attention and will flourish. Believe, again, you've planted your seeds well. Now give them time to grow and just connect with your intuition. You can let go and allow your clear, focused trust and intuition to flow freely. Follow the nudges from your soul. Listen to others, but trust your instincts. I think they want us to have trust and faith that we've done a good job and that all will be presented to us now. Let's finish off with postcards from Spirit. And this one says, live your dreams. The rabbit is all about rebirth, about fertility. The rabbit is about birth, fertility. It's also about creativity. And Spirit says, dearest you, isn't it amazing how things seem to come around again? Full circle, in ways you could not possibly have planned. You wonder how a dream could die, only to be resurrected years later when you're really ready. Now, this card in the Hidden Wonders card was none other than the Resurrection card. Funny about that. You thought it was time back then, but your wisdom knows better now, whose desires are unmet. Now here you are with a new opportunity to do things from a different, more mature perspective. We want you to trust, again, trust that in this new opportunity for rebirth, you'll be called in two directions, and the one that is unfamiliar will be the right one for you. In the unknown spaces, the uncharted places of infinite potential, we are waiting to guide you into your fullest life possible. Big bounty will come in if you remain in the present. You have come full circle, and now you can see that everything changes, is made new, and is given new hope. And they say, loving you always. And there's a little rabbit again. So let's go to our making. Whoops, there goes my pendulum. Sorry about that. My making magic deck. Okay, let's make sure they're all facing the same way. I hope you are all well here in Santa Monica, California. We are having summertime. We are having 80 plus temperatures, which is a bit odd because Pete and I were in Sedona, Arizona a week ago, and we woke up to lows of 23, 25 and tops of like 40 degrees, and within 3 or 4 days of coming back, we've doubled that. So it's now summertime here. I hope you're, oh, that one just came out. I hope you're all well, and in whatever area of the world you are in, and you are joyously opening up to the freedoms and the liberations that are coming. And it just feels, with Mercury moving completely forward, this beautiful full moon in Leo, and full moons are a time of revelations. They're a time, and with it being in Leo, it's giving us the courage and the bravery to move forward. It's also making us more playful and open to having fun and experiencing, discover, and being curious. Like lions are just big kittens and rolling around and enjoying, really playfully enjoying life. And that Venus and Mars conjunction, balancing our lives out again, and so many planets moving forward. It is a time on the planet when we will start to see so many liberations and freedoms, and oh my gosh, it's such an extraordinary time. Come on, Posse of Angels. One more card. Oh, there we go. Okay. The first card that came out for us was It's a Time to Shine. Creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities to come in for us. The funny thing about it is the more we surrender, the more we find the joy, the playfulness, the fun in life, then those golden opportunities just find us, just like that elusive butterfly. Stop chasing it and sit there and find the joy in the creativity and the wonderment of life, and then it finds us. Many of you will find yourself stepping into that spotlight, whatever that spotlight is for you. And it might feel uncomfortable, but know that it is your time to shine. The festival creates an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or an event. Now that could be seen as an individual thing where you will be experiencing maybe a get-together for Valentine's Day, or maybe a get-together for a reunion of some sort. But this is what the Posse of Angels are saying is a festival on the planet, because of the liberations and the freedoms that we will be experiencing. And then the next card that's coming out for us is the Tree of Life. True wisdom and making good choices in your life. And when you make your decisions and choices by trusting your intuition and knowing that you're in a co-creative dance with spirit, then you're always led in a time of ease and grace, and things easily flow in your life. I hope all of that has been helpful for each and every one of you. Remember that if you would like to connect with me for my services to learn Reiki, intuitive counseling, angel card readings, past life clearings and ancestral healings, even twin flame energetic reconnection, whether your twin flame is on the earth plane or across the veil, all of those services plus my award-winning books can be found on my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com. Everyone, go out and fashion an absolutely beautiful life for yourself. I'm wishing you love and, as always, angel blessings. And do connect with me this coming week on my Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio show. That is on Thursdays. The weekly show is on Thursdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, where the Posse of Angels and I channel information, and then people can call in for free mini angel readings. Wishing you love and angel blessings, everyone. Do take care. Bye.